Elon Musk makes his first trip to China in 3 years, a high-stakes visit.
Billionaire Elon Musk has claimed that the Chinese government is planning to...
Elon Musk has been treated to flattery and feasts during his trip to China.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Seriously, this is Elon Musk's 10th visit to China. As a foreign entrepreneur, it's very rare to visit China 10 times in a few years. Even Apple CEO Tim Cook hasn't made it. I believe if COVID pandemic were not happening, he would visit China more. Well, I feel like China has been commemorating Elon Musk's another home already. You know, he was born in South Africa, his career took off in the United States, and China's super factory and a huge market gave Tesla another chance for rebirth. Before Tesla's Gigafactory in Shanghai, Tesla's production had been growing slowly for years. But Chinese powerful manufacturing made Tesla into a new stage, making its stock to rise hugely and helping Elon Musk be the world's richest person. So it's not that strange for him to care much about a visit in China. But behind this seemingly happy story, did he actually get what he wanted this time? Let's go find it. Hey everyone, I'm Max. Actually, before Elon's visit, his mother arrived in China 2 weeks before. She visited a lot of cities in China, supported hugely by local governments, and held countless public interviews and speeches, posting a lot on her Twitter, sort of like warm-up for her son. And on the day before the visit, Elon Musk made a post on Chinese Twitter Weibo saying like, China's space program is far more advanced than most people realized. Coincidentally, that day was the time Chinese rocket carrying astronauts to their space station. You know, basically, Elon Musk spends most of his time on Twitter, his own little kingdom, and his presence on Chinese social media is not that often. Therefore, this post was clearly made to please Chinese public, and surely, it's not his first time to post like this. More interestingly, since he went in China, Elon has stopped posting any tweets at all, strictly following China's internet regulation. Well, he's really smart and self-disciplined, because he knows using Twitter in China is illegal. As a global tycoon, even if he can't be arrested by the Chinese police for this action, it would also be as evidence for others to criticize him. So finally, he chose to keep silence during the time. The Chinese government also gave him countless spotlights. Just a few hours after Elon arrived in Beijing, he met up with the Chinese foreign minister. Normally, foreign minister only met up with the government officials, and Elon Musk is an entrepreneur. So this meeting is definitely not a conventional. The next day, the Minister of Chinese Industrial and Information Technology and the Minister of Commerce also met with him. So seriously, his treatment has much better than most of foreign business leaders. Unlike other foreign businessmen who took the car arranged by Chinese government, Elon Musk took Tesla for the whole time in China, including going to government locations. You know, 2 years ago, the Chinese central government issued a notice to all departments forbidding Tesla cars entering specific government locations. Government employees who had Tesla cars have to park outside. I feel like the big reason behind is information security, preventing Tesla from collecting government information even if Tesla has already built a regulated data center in China. So this visit is very special. Anyway, after sharing these funny things, I think we need to understand his visit to China this time has 3 purposes. Number 1, building another gigafactory after the first one in Shanghai. In fact, Tesla produced 1.3 million vehicles in 2022, and the half came from Shanghai, which is super incredible. The Shanghai factory was also Tesla's first operational overseas base. From this application to the approval and the completion of the first vehicle, it took only 10 months, which is definitely an industrial miracle in the 21st century. And all of this happening can't be without a tremendous support from Chinese government. Elon Musk was even showing his dance to celebrate after Shanghai factory went into production. So the success in China has made Elon Musk much prefer the business environment there, which naturally made him want to have another factory. However, the Chinese government has been hesitant to approve this project because they got their own plan. Surely they welcome Tesla to Chinese market because Tesla's factory, technology, and experience can elevate China's automobile industry, similar to what Apple did in China a decade ago. The Chinese companies that provide parts and service to Tesla can also get a chance to evolve. But welcoming Tesla doesn't mean having Tesla to dominate the Chinese market. China also needs to support its own companies, such as BYD, to become new giants and to take a place in the future. Simply saying, it's like replicating the miracle of Chinese smartphone industry a decade ago, which created companies like Xiaomi and Oppo competing with Apple and Samsung globally. This time, a new miracle is ready to happen on electric car industry. So Elon Musk eventually proposed the compromise solution, which is expand the scale of Shanghai factory by increasing the production capacity in Shanghai to 2 or even 3 million vehicles per year. It's equivalent to build another one. The second objective is the full self-driving software. This software has already been sold in many countries, but not in Chinese market. In fact, this software is much more bigger than Tesla cars. It's currently priced at $15,000 in the United States, which is very profitable. Well, even during the peak period when Toyota dominated the global market, the average profit of one car was only $1,000. Elon Musk once said that if more people could buy FSD license, he would drop cars' price to zero profit. Well, this marketing strategy is really like Japanese gaming platforms like PlayStation, where the biggest profit came from software rather than hardware. Of course, it's just a joke, but since last year, Tesla has indeed implemented a pricing strategy to lower the overprice of electric cars, encouraging all EV companies to challenge gas car company. It means that even though Tesla faces more competitors, the electric cars market is bigger. For example, in the Chinese market in 2023, because of many electric cars coming out, gas cars have to make a large-scale price drop. So finally, Tesla is still the biggest winner. This strategy could help Tesla to achieve nearly 50 million annual car sales and promote FSD system too. So convincing Chinese government's approval is very crucial. Number 3. Building a battery factory in Shanghai, including charging stations and energy shortage facilities. I think this project can't be refused by Chinese government because currently Chinese companies still lag a little bit behind the Tesla battery technology. So the projects can provide opportunities for Chinese companies to learn. Okay, here is the question. Is it possible to achieve all 3 objectives? Seriously, it's very hard, and at least this time, Elon Musk didn't get what he wanted. Firstly, information security has always been much concerned by Chinese government. Compared to previous smartphones, Tesla's FSD collects more information, and Tesla didn't get agreement on FSD data security with China, especially setting up FSD department there. Moreover, FSD doesn't fit in Chinese traffic regulation, so it's not easy for FSD to enter Chinese market in a very short time. And what about a new expansion and battery factory? That's okay, because Tesla has been rooted in China for years and more factory will be needed eventually. By the way, Elon Musk's meeting with Chinese foreign minister is another big point to say. Initially, Elon Musk had planned to meet directly with Chinese Prime Minister Li Qiang or even President Xi Jinping, as Li Qiang used to be the mayor of Shanghai during the construction of Tesla factory. Throughout the whole time, Li Qiang had made many public visits to inspect the factory construction. However, as Li Qiang is now the Prime Minister, the Chinese government may not be willing to offer treatment that far exceeds the expectations. Finally, they made a foreign minister who ranked the number 1 among the ministers meet with Elon Musk. And all this stuff is to send a message indirectly to the US government, because both sides have not been contacting formally for a very long time. Both technological sanctions and trade war have not ceased yet. And in 2023, China's export hurt a lot from global inflation even if China's economic recovery was great. Therefore, it's important to fix the relation with the United States. Despite the trade war for years, the trade volume between China and the US has kept growing. Finally, high tariffs and tax sanctions did not stop both sides from being increasingly interdependent. So seriously, Elon's visit is mostly to carry a huge signal that no country can fully decouple from Chinese economy, and this is much more important than his business arrangement. Tesla would not follow the US government's direction, and not every global company can simply say goodbye to Chinese market too. Technological sanctions, for example, can only impact certain areas like semiconductor. In the past 5 years, the trade war was totally a failure. Even if it pushed some industries like the textile to leave China, China's strong industrial chain and innovation capacity have generated new industries again, like electric cars and commercial aircraft. So in the nearly future, the West have to reconsider how to engage with China in a new way. More importantly, the way Elon deals with the Chinese government also set an example for other global companies. Like previously, he said Taiwan can think about being a special administrative region of China in the future. For Taiwanese, it's almost like telling them to surrender, but Elon doesn't care, because supporting Taiwan is not his first option compared to his huge business interests in China. So his shrewdness and caution was recognized by Chinese government, which made him be the only foreign entrepreneur in recent years to publish articles on a Chinese state magazine. By the way, it's also the reason why he was joked like Comrade Elon Musk online. Interestingly, this magazine is from China's Network Administration Office, a department responsible for regulating online speech. Well, that's really funny, because when he's in America, he can freely express what he wants during the live podcast and even smoke trees there. However, when it comes to Chinese topics, he changed the law.
Now, what could possibly go wrong in answering this question? Oh man. All right. So, I should just pass. Well, let me just say that I hope for peace and respect.
It reminds me of a big hashtag saying like, if Elon Musk were to live in China, he could have already been put in jail for life. So to be fair, he just has a good commercial partnership with Chinese government, but fundamentally, they have totally different values. So whether this delicate harmony can keep going on in the future is questionable. And finally, if we let Elon select, I believe leaving China for the rest of life is definitely not his choice, even if he loves China so much.
Where is Jack Ma?
Where is Jack? Do you know?
No, I was curious.
Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully subscribe, ring the bell, and leave some comments if you like. See you next time.